starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Wisconsin's tourism and entertainment industry was hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, but they are expecting a strong rebound this summer, and now they're getting some extra financial help. Today, Governor Evers announced more than $140 million in federal grant money will be available for the lodging industry, movie theaters, live event venues, minor league sports franchises, and other entertainment and tourism-related businesses. The grants come from the federal economic stimulus bill dollars passed by Congress earlier this year. Meanwhile, speaking in Lake Geneva today, Department of Tourism officials say Wisconsin is running ahead of the national average when it comes to the tourism industry's economic recovery.
And while the tourism recovery will be a dial and not a switch, we are encouraged that leisure travel is setting the pace. As the governor mentioned, 87% of Americans plan to travel now in the next 6 months, and we are already seeing them choose Wisconsin.
Sayers added overnight tourism numbers are not just outpacing last year, but also 2019, which was a record-setting year for tourism in Wisconsin. And just in time for tourist season in Antigo, the Langlade County Historical Society Museum just added a new visitor center to help tourists and locals enjoy all the region has to offer. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson gives us a look at the updated building.
A distinct landmark building in the center of Antigo, a Carnegie Library, and now the local museum. It's a place you might drive by all the time but not know what's inside. Well, now it has even more inside.
Just something new, and always something new is amazing.
Carrie Beck is the Langlade County Economic Development Corporation's assistant director. She wanted a place in the city where visitors and residents of Antigo could go for information about the area. Beck thought what better place than the Langlade County Historical Society's museum. The new addition to the building includes a welcome center with maps, brochures, and an interactive kiosk.
This is what we call the kiosk.
For anyone to use, tourist or townie.
So it shows all of our assets throughout the county and the city.
The EDC wanted to provide a space for information, and the Historical Society wanted to provide easier access to visitors, making way for a unique partnership. A year ago, the building shut down during the pandemic.
We finally got a plan that we thought was workable. We did some major fundraising, and construction started about a little more than a year ago. We shut down anyways because of COVID, and that was an opportunity to really get going.
Joe Hermelin, president of the Historical Society, had a goal in mind: to renovate and make the building wheelchair accessible.
I must say, personally, I was a little skeptical that it would work as well as it did.
On June 12th, the building reopened with new ceilings, lighting, and more operational updates.
We've got a lot of compliments, no criticisms, and I really think it blends in with the style of the building.
Hermelin only hopes the renovations can preserve the history of the building for the future. Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Antigo, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Outside, Jeff, your thoughts on the weather tonight probably depend a lot on where exactly in our region you live.
Yep, the severe threat is over, but it kept us busy for several hours. Lots of reports of severe weather this afternoon and evening across portions of Portage County, Marathon County, and Wapaka County as well. Hail, golf ball size hail, wind reports near 50 miles per hour. But that is now going away, and definitely heavy rain across the area still right now. But here's the radar, all kind of pushing south and east. Much needed rainfall for the Green Bay area, down towards Sheboygan, heading toward Milwaukee right now. We're in a drying out mode tonight. The back edge of the clouds is right there. That's moving our direction, but we have a couple issues coming our way for tomorrow as well. So here's the front, slowly sagging south this evening. Behind it, we want to be in that area. We'll get there tomorrow, but it's kind of messy up there as well, with more showers and storms likely in the forecast for us on Saturday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is rain ending, kind of muggy still, with low temperatures down near 61. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Yet another Fleet store will be coming to Rhinelander next year. Last week, we told you L&M Fleet will open their new location at the old Shopko building. Today, company officials announced Blaine's Farm and Fleet will also be coming to the city in the fall of 2022. They plan to build at the corner of East Timber Lane and Highway 17, so right across from the ice arena. They purchased the land several years ago. Company officials say the new store should bring about 100 new jobs with it to the area, a mix of full-time and part-time positions. The company's planning to conduct hiring fairs in the summer and early fall of next year. The number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has actually inched back up a little over the last few days, still well below almost any other point over the last 15 months. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 114 new cases. We're averaging 78 per day over the last week. Throughout the pandemic, health officials believe now about 8,000 people in Wisconsin have died from COVID-19. We're now averaging about 1 new death per day over the last week. Meanwhile, DHS added a new stat to their dashboard today. Check it out. It shows the percentage of adults in Wisconsin, 18 and over, who are vaccinated. It shows almost 61% of adults in the state have now received at least 1 dose of COVID vaccine. About 56% have now completed their vaccination. Oneida County has the highest rate in our region, running about 4 points ahead of the state average. Strong day on Wall Street as the Dow gained more than 320 points to close at about 34,197. The boost was, at least in theory, in response to President Biden announcing today he and a bipartisan group of senators have reached the framework for an agreement on a new infrastructure deal. Today, investigators found 751 unmarked graves at the site of a former school for Indigenous children in Canada. This comes after last month's discovery of 215 graves at another school for Indigenous people in British Columbia. The bodies were found today at an old Catholic-run institution east of Regina. From the 19th century to the 1970s, more than 150,000 Indigenous children were taken from their homes and forced to attend these state-funded Christian schools. The Canadian government has recently admitted physical and sexual abuse were rampant at these schools, where children were often beaten for speaking their native languages. Tonight, nearly 100 people are still unaccounted for after a condo building in Florida collapsed this morning. Search crews plan to spend the night digging through the wreckage, hoping to find survivors. Isabel Rosales has the latest from Surfside.
A deadly wake-up call. Part of a condo north of Miami collapsing in the middle of the night when people were sleeping.
Then I hear like a big boom. I grabbed my robe and I was like in a towel and I just ran out. I left everything, my phone, my wallet, everything still in the apartment.
Dozens of people still unaccounted for as search crews desperately look for survivors in the dark.
I just started seeing people in the balconies with the flashlights of their phones asking for help. They were like desperately yelling.
One person confirmed dead, but rescuers fear the death toll may rise as they continue the massive undertaking of sorting through the flattened portion of the beachfront property.
This process is slow and methodical. You see that every time there's a shift in the rubble, we have additional rubble that shifts on us.
Family members anxiously awaiting word on their missing loved ones and desperately pleading for information.
Found out that my nephew was here with the wife and 3 small children, 2, 6, and 9. They had an apartment there. You never lose hope.
The big question, what caused the building to partially collapse? Authorities are not sure, but say there was construction on the roof of one tower.
We need to find out why this building fell down, but today's not that day. Today's the day to save lives, so we're 100% focused on that.
In Surfside, Florida, I'm Isabel Rosales.
Switching gears, some folks in north central Wisconsin, as you heard, saw some thunderstorms, some hail this evening. Others just saw clouds, maybe even a little bit of sunshine. So what does tonight and tomorrow have in store? Well, Jeff's in with your full forecast after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Want to get out on the water this summer but don't have the spare cash for a boat? Tackle the outdoors at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg with great summertime giveaways in June. Like a brand new 2021 Crestliner boat and trailer package with $500 in Mad Money. Plus other outdoor fun packages. Earn a drawing entry and $10 rewards play for every 25 points in your card. Tackle the outdoors with gear, grills, a boat and trailer, and cash. Only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
Looking for a better way to cool off this summer? Start with a trip to Wickersham Jewelry and receive a free Yeti cooler with your purchase of $1,500 or more during their Super Summer Jewelry event, June 28th through July 10th. Wickersham's has hundreds of engagement rings, wedding bands, earrings, bracelets, and necklaces in every style and gemstone. Take advantage of interest-free financing. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. Rifles, handguns, and shotguns in stock from Springfield, Mossberg, Glock, Ruger, and Savage. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait by the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Let's start here again, because that right there could be Wisconsin's first tornado this season. Near Bruce, knocked the roof off a barn over there, reported by law enforcement. So, if confirmed, that's what happened across the area near Bruce today. But look across the area too, near Wausau, reports of hail. Stevens Point, Plover, Amherst, all wind, hail, and really heavy rain reports. In fact, some of the rain reports down here are really prolific today, with an inch and a half this morning, followed by up to 3 inches this afternoon. And it's still raining across parts of the area now. They can watch us, of course, in Adams County, getting hammered right now with some rainfall there. But the rest of the area kind of drying out. The back edge of the clouds is across parts of the Northwoods, moving toward the north and east. So we're looking pretty good here as the clouds will clear out this evening. All right, but lots of rain falling across the area today did this. So again, we had a round of rain this morning. Some places saw close to an inch of rain this morning. And then another round this afternoon. Places like Plover over to Amherst and Wood County saw up to 3.5 inches of rain this afternoon. So some minor flooding concerns across that area have all kind of come down by now. All right, so here we go, looking at the big picture. So this stall front, or it's not really stalled anymore, it's slowly moving south and east right now. Once that gets through, we'll get into this air pressure up here, and that's a good place to be for tomorrow. And in fact, it should turn off the precipitation for tomorrow for one day only as we get under high pressure for tomorrow. But then there's a system coming our way for Saturday into Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, kind of with garden-like variety thunder showers out there, especially on Saturday. Saturday's looking a lot more wet than it did earlier today, with several rounds of rain showers across the area. All right, dew points are still up there, but you can see exactly where that front is, right across the Northwoods right now. Behind that is the cooler, drier air moving in our direction. That's all kind of sliding this way. So it'll be less muggy tonight and less humid tomorrow, but still dew points near 50 tomorrow. Temperatures today did this: rain cooled air, or at least cloud cooled air, across the Rhinelander area, Anago as well, Shawano too. But look what happened across parts of western Wisconsin. Eau Claire 91 today, 84 Wisconsin Rapids. That was the difference between temperatures in the atmosphere. It kind of bubbles up stuff, and that's what happened today with that severe weather across parts of the area this afternoon. All right, so here are the averages: 78, the record high being 95, the sunset at 8:51, and look at that record low, 38 back in 1979. Out there right now, it's not going to fall off very quickly at all. We're hanging out in the 60s, even a couple 70s still out there, and it's incredibly humid. So as long as the clouds are in place and it's kind of humid out there, we'll keep these temperatures up tonight. Look for lows down in the low 60s or so. Going forward though, so up near 80 again tomorrow, then we're going to level off in the mid or upper 70s for a while, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, before kind of getting back up here here again on Thursday into Friday. Again, the average high being 77, 78. We'll likely do that and then some tomorrow across the area. Our forecast then for tonight, those rain showers out there now are ending from north to south. Look for low temperatures down near a muggy 61. For tomorrow, it's Friday, partly cloudy skies. Notice I took the chance for rain out of tomorrow. There could be a sprinkle, most likely not. Look for high temperatures near 79. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow being the dry day. Saturday looking a lot more wet around here on Saturday. A couple of showers Sunday. And those light rain showers continue Monday into Tuesday of next week. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. Wisconsin's Natural Resources Policy Board is moving ahead with implementing new regulations limiting toxic PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, in the state's water supply. Yesterday's vote marks the next phase in this process, which could take more than 2 years to complete. The move will allow the State Department of Natural Resources to begin writing regulations on chemical use. The Wisconsin State Journal reports the agency is already crunching the numbers and doing that. This week, the Wisconsin DNR Board voted to extend the walleye harvest ban on the Minocqua chain of lakes. The DNR spent the last decade or so trying to rehabilitate the species population on that chain. However, even with the ban on walleyes, local anglers say there's still a wealth of other fish to be had. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski reports.
But it's a good fishing chain. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of fish in there.
Jeff Bolander of Dewey, Ketchum, and Howe in Minocqua says that one of these strategies he is telling fishermen is that there is an abundance of different species of fish besides walleye to catch on the chain.
Well, it's a great panfish, great crappies. I mean, people love crappies, and it's a fantastic crappie operation. Lots of muskie, lots of northerns. There's a lot of fish out there. You don't have to catch just walleyes. You got plenty of other options.
Which is why when Bolander guides anglers, the ban on walleye harvest is not given much thought and encourages bass fishing.
One of the things that's not advertised very much about the chain is you can keep 5 bass any size per day. And so one of the reasons we go out there is we catch 5 bass per person in the boat, 11, 12, 13 inches. That's good table fare. That's really good table fare, and that's really underutilized.
And even with the pandemic, he noticed business at his shop went up last year and has continued through this year.
There wasn't a lot else to do. And so, a lot more people were fishing. And actually, we're doing better this year than we did last year because I think a lot of people got into fishing that normally get into fishing, and they found they liked it, and so they're still fishing.
Bolander emphasized that there are more than 3,000 lakes in Oneida and Vilas counties, which have plenty of fish for catching and other fun recreational activities. Reporting in Minocqua, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
The Wisconsin High School State Track Meet got underway today, and several local athletes are already bringing home gold. We'll hear from some of them and have the highlights for you from the cross after the break.
The 4th of July is on its way, so put a little bang in your celebration this year. Fireworks Country has the Midwest's largest selection of high-quality aerial fireworks and ground displays. To make your 4th a resounding success, Fireworks Country, Highway 29 just west of Wittenberg. Look for the Big Blue Barn.
Taco John's just won the Fried Chicken Sandwich Wars with a taco. Crispy chicken tenders inside a tortilla so you can taste all the flavor. More chicken, less bread. Enough said. New fried chicken tacos, each for just $2.49.
Race fans, get ready to kick off summer at the big house of off-road racing. Crandon International Off-Road Raceway welcomes the 28th Forest County Potawatomi Community Cup Challenge, June 26th and 27th. Come for a day or stay for a weekend of camping, fun, and racing. As always at Crandon, great food, drinks, and good times. Visiting the largest off-road track in the world. Free all day Friday, $40 daily or $55 for the entire weekend. Kids 11 and under are free, and seniors 65 and older are $25.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get 0% financing for 72 months on select popular Chevy SUVs. Or get a $3,000 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado Crew Cab pickups.
Hi, I'm Brian from Creative Granite. When I need the forecast from Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
The 4th of July is on its way, so put a little bang in your celebration this year. Fireworks Country has the Midwest's largest selection of high-quality aerial fireworks and ground displays to make your 4th a resounding success. Fireworks Country, Highway 29 just west of Wittenberg. Look for the Big Blue Barn.
Coming up on your Friday, we'll meet our new furry friend of the week from the Oneida County Humane Society.
Plus, after a day of active weather with severe thunderstorms, we will be having more on the way tomorrow and all the way through the rest of the forecast period. All those details coming up on your Friday.
Wisconsin High School Track and Field State Championships got underway today, and our region is already bringing home quite a bit of gold. Newswatch 12's Nate Myhock and Griffin Stroin have highlights from lacrosse.
Well, today was day 1 of 3 of state track and field, and what an eventful day it was.
Eventful and no rain, thankfully. But local athletes came as early as 11 a.m. for a chance to potentially win a state title. It was Three Lakes' Emily Fink who got on the board first. She won the girls' shot put on her final throw, 42 feet, 6 inches, and she had ice in her veins for that toss.
I know that I've been in high pressure situations, and this is just a throw, and I do it all the time in practice, so I just had to execute.
Sticking with the field events, but moving to boys pole vault. Athens' Caden Decker wins the event with an impressive 13 feet, 9 inches. That's a new personal record, and why not save it for a state title?
And that's when I got to set it. Well, the past few meets I haven't been doing too good.
1600 meter run.
Now's the time to do it.
On the track, it took us a little bit to get a champion, but the Edgar Wildcats finally broke through in the boys 4x200. The team was made up of Drew Gooden, Connor Wolf, Aiden Weisenberger, and the anchor, Kyle Brewster.
I mean, to get down here after maybe a little bit disappointing baseball season and not having track last year, just kind of ran angry, and it went well for us.
And that's probably an understatement. If you thought they were going to settle with 1 gold medal, think again. This time they win the 4x100 and accomplished a dream.
A couple years ago, my cousin, me and him were having a conversation, and he told me that you can't beat a team full of best friends, and I think that we're just that right there, just a bunch of best friends that come out, love to compete, and it's just a great feeling.
And then in the final race of the day, Edgar added another win in the 4x400 to end it all.
Well, I told Aiden right before he was running his last leg, getting first or second, and I'll finish it. And he did what he needed to do, and I finished it. So come through, save the day.
And those were all the local highlights that we had here at the Division III State Track and Field meet. The Edgar Wildcats, a great day. They finished in second place, 8 points only behind that first place finish.
It was an awesome day for them. We're going to have an even better day tomorrow. I'm talking Medford, Lakeland Union, Tomahawk. Those are just a few of the schools competing for a Division II state title. And of course, we're going to have all the action right here on Newswatch 12. But in the meantime, I'm Nate Myhock. That's Griffin Stroin. And that's going to do it for us here in lacrosse.
Well, speaking of track to Stevens Point native Royson Willis competed in the Olympic trials tonight in the women's 800 meters. She finished 4th in her heat. Not going to the actual Olympics, but a very impressive performance by the high school runner. Switching gears now to the 2020 presidential election. It was almost 8 months ago now. A few different states are still investigating it. We'll look at what Michigan found, or what they didn't find in its investigation, after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Mix 96.5.
Welcome to Birchfield Nurseries and Garden Center, where quality, knowledge, and passion for growing plants ensures a healthy and hardy product. From the smaller potted plants to the larger balled and burlap trees, we have many items to choose from. Birchfield Nurseries has them all. We are here to help you grow with 55 years of experience. Birchfield Nurseries, located on Highway 8, just west of Rhinelander.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You can also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Huge auction Sunday, June 27th, Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin. Ford Escape, Polaris Ranger, John Deere tractor, tools, trailers, guns, home contents, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions.
The 2021 Bear Cupboard Run is June 26th. Half marathon, 5K run walk, and kids cubby run. Please register online. Visit bearcupboardrun.org for more information.
The UFTA Sign Store has over 1,000 different signs. Signs for any occasion or any location in your home. Man cave, cabin, she shack, bedroom, you name it. With popular signs like Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Elvis, Wizard of Oz, Three Stooges, John Wayne, Marilyn Monroe, Jack Daniels, Budweiser, Miller, Coors, Hams, Ford, Cripes. That's a lot of signs. The UFTA Sign Store, located in Rothschild, near Harbor Freight. Great gifts for friends and family. Yeah, you betcha.
Why get your COVID-19 vaccine? We all have a reason to get fully vaccinated, like
celebrating the big stuff together.
Getting back to business.
More sleepovers.
That's living fully. It's why millions of Americans, more than half of U.S. adults, have already got a COVID-19 vaccine. You can too. Get your COVID-19 vaccine at vaccines.gov.
Kick off summer at the Crandon International Raceway, June 26th and 27th. Catch the world's biggest on the biggest stage. Go online to reserve your tickets today.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elco.
This week, a Republican-led investigation in Michigan has concluded there was no widespread or systemic voter fraud in the 2020 presidential election in that state. President Biden won Michigan by about 150,000 votes. The Michigan Senate Oversight Committee released its 35-page report yesterday. It says they were able to debunk claims about unsolicited ballots or dead people voting. The committee did identify what they're calling vulnerabilities in the state's voting system, but feel confident those did not impact the election in November. On the same day Michigan released that report, county clerks across the state gathered to rally for an elections official who has been under fire for an election day mistake. It's since been corrected. David Leiden reports.
Antrim County's election results initially showed President Biden winning the traditionally Republican county. That was the result of human error, and the results were corrected in favor of former President Trump. But that hasn't stopped sharp attacks on Guy and her staff.
I think the people are learning daily that there was no fraud.
County clerks from Midland, Muskegon, and Genesee counties stood alongside Antrim County Clerk Cheryl Guy this morning in Antrim County.
We need to move on. First of all, our community, our county, and our country should come before these partisan dust-ups. I'm here because I'm trying to unite the people and show that we across the state, we support Cheryl Guy.
Despite a hand recount and dismissal of a lawsuit, the Antrim County Clerk's office remains at the center of unproven claims of fraud.
We want the nation to come back together and to understand that there was no fraud, that yes, there were mistakes, but that at the end of the day, the votes that were tabulated were the votes that the people of the state of Michigan and around the nation cast on Election Day.
And county clerks say they worry about the impact the continued spread of election disinformation could have on future elections.
We have so many laws in place to make sure that all those checks and balances are followed, and Cheryl did exactly what she needed to do.
Guy was unable to say much today because of ongoing legal proceedings, but did say she's incredibly thankful for the show of support.
Did you know that approximately 45,000 women in the U.S. will die from breast or cervical cancer this year? The key to prevention and survival is early detection through regular screenings by mammogram and Pap test. Women aged 45 to 64 who are under or uninsured may be eligible for these tests through the Wisconsin Well Woman program. For more information, call 715-369-6119. A message from the Oneida County Health Department and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. It's got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot, seed, and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. Rifles, handguns, and shotguns in stock from Springfield, Mossberg, Glock, Ruger, and Savage. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait by the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
All right, check this out. This is video from a North Lakeland Discovery Center employee. That's an albino deer kind of swimming through a river or lake around their facility. Eventually went back into the woods. We see these from time to time in the region, but they're always cool.
Going for a swim. All right, plenty of water to swim in tonight because lots of rainfall across the area, especially south of 29.
Yeah, not as much of this.
Not up here, but gosh, down in Portage County, in some areas saw close to 4 inches of rain just today, with more on the way this weekend. Let's go outside now. The radar is still active across parts of the area, but overall, we are in a drying out trend now after a very busy day or two across the area. We'll get a break in the precipitation tomorrow, but Saturday now is looking a lot more wet than it was a couple of days ago. Highs out there now in the 70s today. We're currently hanging out at 68 in Rhinelander. These will be slow to drop off tonight with all the humidity in the air. And then look what happens. Here we go. Nice day tomorrow, followed by storms on Saturday, and another chance for rain on Sunday, and then garden variety stuff Monday and Tuesday. A lot of rain on the way.
Just a lot to keep an eye on.
Yes.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, is next.